Welcome to Bowling Green, Kentucky, home of Big Red and the Hilltoppers of Western Kentucky. We're expecting a full house, and they are more than ready to get things started. What we have in store today, a clash between a pair of squads from the American. As we'll see, the Charlotte 49ers taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Hilltoppers will put toe to leather and we'll get started. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Charlotte 49ers offense will go to work first. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
All right, guys, let's talk about Charlotte. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
Clark wants to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Demania. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Keeps it himself and gets to first. Oh, what a move to get open. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. The 49ers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. To the 10. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Motion from the back. On the option. He'll toss it. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And I like what this offense did. They run the option. They're good at it. They read it. They run the pitch. They get some positive yards. But more importantly, they set up a 4th and really short. They're successful in these situations most of the time.
So Western Kentucky's offense will take the field for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
The give to the tailback. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. And would they dare be aggressive on third down this deep in their own territory? From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety. And they'll set up with a free kick from their own 20.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here, David.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
These read option plays are very hard to stop because you got to have enough guys in the box to play that immediate run, but also always be ready for that quarterback to take the ball and scoot out wide.
And when the quarterback operates this like a magician, it makes it even tougher.
Yeah, when he can see it, read it, and just flat go, those easy plays right there. I mean, he just picks up a little bit of yardage, but he can do it again and again and again, and it's just frustrating.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Clark to fire. Extending the play. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Quickly to the tight end. No more room to rise. This defense rises up on third down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. Time has expired here in the quarter, and it's Charlotte on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash, and oh, it's blocked. He's got the ball, and it's live.
Man, I've been a holder. It's never fun to see a field goal block because you're so low to the ground and you have that unique perspective. You see the mountain growing in front of you. All those hands going up, and you know that kicker has got no shot. That thing is going to get blocked.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Wolf. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Motion from the wideout. This is a designed run. Got enough for the 1st. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Got some room to run. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. And the Hilltoppers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play. Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
He unleashes a long one. Got it inside the 10. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. The Hilltoppers are moving quickly down the field. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play.
Well, you saw him there, shot out of a cannon. He came off the edge using his speed, able to get that TFL.
And usually known for covering, but you got to understand the circumstances, right? Like the red zone situations, I got to be able to come out of that defensive backfield and play the run game, and he did quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
After getting absolutely nowhere on 2nd down, they'll try it again on 3rd and goal. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced them into 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This is a short kick, but the problem is the angle. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Tries to do it himself on the draw.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done then.
With the catch, it's Ellis. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He'll try to do it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. And the 49ers in the hurry up. Clark wants to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. Caught in the backfield, it's Schneider. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line, it's Lacey. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Now on the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. All by himself down the middle. Defense picks it up. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Powers forward. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Keeps it on the draw. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, WKU.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead, and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Clark to fire. Rushes on him. They get to him as he throws. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Bowling Green, Kentucky.
The 49ers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
And the Hilltoppers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Hilltoppers will call on their punt team. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They'll move the wide receiver. On the option. They'll try the run. Still on his feet at the 45. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
They'll run play action. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
And the 49ers are moving quickly down the field. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Well, they're trying to go toss to get to the perimeter, but how about the DBs beating their blocks and using their speed to get upfield and create the negative play?
Clark wants to throw. That's reeled in. It's Demania. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The 49ers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's the pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
The number one key for this defense coming into this game was finding a way to stop this quarterback from running the football. And guys, they have not done a good job of that early in this game. He has been able to get out of the pocket, whether it's been designed runs or scrambles like on what we just saw. The defense has got to start changing it up. They need to spy him more, I think, moving forward.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab over the middle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Gets it to him on the screen. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Sends it back in motion. Goes straight ahead. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration.
Trying to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Charlotte.
Instead of running the traditional option where the running back is the pitch man, nice job by the offense, getting creative, getting a way to get their speedster, a playmaker, a receiver the football in space, and he does the rest.
He's into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Going right to work up top. The sure hands, it's Galloway. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Off the play fake. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
Got it in the middle. It's Campbell. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly complete. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. And the Hilltoppers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's rush. It's a fumble. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds. If this were a wider field, like maybe in Canada or something, that might have been a turnover.
And they could have turned it into a rouge, eh? I mean, this was a great chance by the defense here. I just love the fact that they are flying around and trying.
There he goes. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. The Hilltoppers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Wolf. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now the play fake. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. A field goal attempt from here would be 54 yards. They'd love to pick up a few on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Hilltoppers! They move on top here in the fourth. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, Dave.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Coming out with it, it's Buck. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Oh, they're after him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the 49ers headed quickly to the line.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
Still looking on the move.
And this defense has had enough. They've been burned by this guy one too many times already in this game, and they've been trying to make the adjustments on the sideline and in the locker room, and finally they're able to get to him. And they did it because all 11 guys were on the same page. It wasn't just one guy trying to be a hero and get out of his gap. Everybody did their job, and they got him down for a big loss on that sack.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He'll pull it on the read. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. Offense scoops it up and still going. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
Not sure if they allow cocktails in the booth, fellas, but you know they're flowing inside that stadium in Jacksonville today. Florida and Georgia, and here is the latest. Florida sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the fourth quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in the swamp. That's how much they took that crowd out of it.
Clark to fire.
Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He wants to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. To the air on first down. Under fire. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Offside, defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Looking left. Wide open downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Catch in the middle, it's Lacey. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Clark wants to throw. Going to try to get it himself. At the 35, he's got room. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. The 49ers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged out of the air.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. He'll take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They make the stop right at the 10-yard line, but oh, what a turn of momentum with that interception. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quick pass on the jet motion. Oh, what a move. A solid run there as he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Powers through the defender. They knock him down, but he...